Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror Never-Ending Nightmares. Episode 27, yes, episode 27, after last night's movie City of the Living Dead, also known as The Gates of Hell. I thought I would continue the so-called trilogy, though I don't know if they were ever intended to be a trilogy. However, people kind of all lump them together. And the continuation is one of the finest gorehound horror movies to ever grace the realms of reality and beyond. One of Fulci's best, Lucio Fulci's best, well, not the best, but one of his best. And that movie is The Beyond, otherwise known as The Seven Doors of Death. This movie is, so awesome, and not because it has a great story and a great plot. No, it's because it's just oozing with just some of the greatest gore shots ever. I mean, it is just a wonderful movie. And so let's get into the plot here. So, an old Louisiana hotel where a painter is back in the, 1927 or whatever. Anyways, a painter discovers that the hotel is on one of the seven doors of death, or the gates of hell. And of course, bad things are happening because of this, and the townsfolk think it's his fault because he's some evil wizard. So they decide to give him a good old-fashioned torture kill. It is quite brutal. Well, fast forward, well, almost 80 years, not quite 80 years, 70-something years. A woman inherits the hotel and decides to renovate it. Of course, she finds out that there's this mysterious blind woman who warns her not to open the house, to leave forever. Of course, she ignores them, and all of a sudden these horrific accidents start happening. But are they? No, of course not. And of course, some of them are fatal, and as the fatalities grow, her and the doctor that she meets in Louisiana start to try to figure out what the heck is going on. The blind lady appears to live in this house that was abandoned for, I don't know, 50 years, and nobody knows that she exists except for the lady who inherits the hotel. And of course, any type of trying to figure out stuff about the hotel leads to bloody massacre ends for those involved. And honestly, the plot doesn't really make all that much sense. There are quite a bit of holes in it, but the point is that just the murder pieces, the set pieces of gore are just spectacular, and there's enough mood, and the awesome soundtrack really paint a classic horror movie made with practical effects, because God knows they would have ruined it with CGI in these. And for the time, man, amazing effects. But let's get to those scores, why don't we? Okay, so we've got violence and gore. I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. You know, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. But there is a lot of death here, but the quality of the kills, I mean, are just glorious. I mean, it is really, you'll see some things in like the trailer is being shown here, but man, it's one of those that you just gotta watch. And you know, some people nowadays probably are gonna go, well, these effects look a little cheap, man, but you gotta put yourself in the moment and realize, in the context of when this was made, how wonderful it was that they could do this type of stuff. So 5 out of 5. Shock value, I am giving it 3.5 out of 5. The greatest head explosion scene ever. I mean, the head doesn't totally explode, and that's what makes it so great, is that part of it, like, shot through, is just amazing. And it happens for like a split second, but you're just watching it, you're like, ooh, you have to rewind it and watch it again, because you're like, oh, it's freaking amazing. I mean, that's what's so great about it, is it didn't even linger on, but just doing that was just crazy. But I mean, there's all kinds of things. The spider scene, or the tarantula scene. You've got the scene where there's a kind of a nail in the wall, like a big, like, spike type nail. And a lady gets her face, or her head pushed into it, and it comes right out her eye. Just did spectacular stuff. Anyway, so 3.5 out of 5. Plot, I'm giving it a 2 out of 5 because there's no, like, you know, they never say, like, how the gates open, you know, what's exactly going on. I do like the nightmarish sequence toward the end and the ending. I think that really kind of gives you that sort of you can't escape hell type of situation. But getting there is kind of all over the place, so 2 out of 5. Acting, I am going to give it a 3 out of 5 just because, I don't know, I just loved how it all came together. Sure, people are going to say, oh, it's a bunch of overacting, but honestly, it kind of, I don't know, it fits well, and plus I love the expression on the end, on the doctor's face when they realize what's going on and where they are. I mean, that expression was priceless to me. Honestly, it did the job there, and so screw you haters. 3 out of 5. Nudity, unfortunately, nothing goes on. 0 out of 5. Yeah, you can't knock everything out of the park now, can you? No. So that goes to my enjoyment factor. I'm giving it a whopping 4 out of 5 because honestly, the movie plot elements are okay, but just from Gore set piece to Gore set piece to Gore set piece, it's just a wonderful wild ride, and it's about an hour and a half movie, but it doesn't feel like an hour and a half. It just zooms in from and doesn't meander on one spot too long, and honestly, I think it works well because of just the gore pieces. I mean, sure, you might say that this is all like ice cream chocolate sauce and not any real base, but damn it, that's some good sauce. So I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 because I thoroughly enjoyed it. There's not, like, you know, I'd rather have a thoroughly enjoyable movie that's non-coherent than a perfectly coherent movie that bores the hell out of me. I mean, I'm just saying. So there you go, 4 out of 5. My overall impression, I'm giving it a 3.5 out of 5 because I do realize that there are flaws, and they do, you know, they could end up bothering more cynical, jaded people. But you gotta realize that this is a movie, and you have to suspend disbelief, and you have to not be a nitpicky fuckwit, okay? Sorry, but you know, you just can't be that way, especially with these type of films. You cannot just be like you can just let your crappy cynicism ruin everything because, you know, it's just Citizen Kane. It is not. If you want to watch Citizen Kane, watch fucking Citizen Kane. This is a horror movie. Anyways, so 3.5 out of 5, which averages out to be 3 out of 5. And honestly, this movie is great. I love it a lot. And if you're looking for a movie that messes with your mind a little bit and has tons of gore and some great gore effects and just some disgusting stuff going on, go pick it up, watch it, The Beyond, otherwise known as The Seven Doors of Death. Just a great movie. Just great movie. Great fun. And honestly, you probably freak out your children if you let them watch it. Don't let your children watch this film. Oh. But still, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's nostalgia. Maybe it's because horror movies nowadays, most of them are so crap, and they don't have any like heart or any soul to them. It seems like, or that they're so far up their own asses. I don't know. But there you go. Great movie. One of my favorite Fulci movies. So, there you go. Episode 27 is done. Episode 27. Only 4 more episodes left, people. Only 4 more episodes. You only have to endure 4 more. So, I guess until then, I'll leave it at that. So, yeah, you guys stay scary, Internet, and happy Halloween.